Se oli The Blasters 4:11:44 levyltä ja kuuntelette Roll FM:ää, lähentelee kello 6, mutta nyt on höpisty ja pöpisty me ihan tarpeeksi, nyt me annetaan herralle itselleen puheenvuoro ja kyselee vähän Phil Alvinin kuulumisia.
Okay, hello Mr. Phil Alvin and welcome to the Roll FM.
Hello Roll FM.
Yeah, you just arrived in Finland. How does it trip go and what's your feelings?
Oh, well, I love Finland. Had to get up really early, come to play really late. But, yeah, well, so far so good. I saw the airport, I saw the hotel, and now I've seen the radio station. So.
Yeah, now you're in a sauna. Yeah, it's quite hot here. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's better than cold.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you like touring? You've been in Europe now. What was it? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
The tour's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. The breakfasts are good. Better than American breakfasts. But yeah, we've mostly just been in airports.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
One airport to the next airport, to a train station to an airport. So I haven't been able to see much. Usually we get to see a little more of Europe, but this time no. But the gigs have been good, so it's been good.
Yeah. How do you compare United States and Europe? Is there difference in audiences?
Well, the European audiences are enthusiastic. Of course, we don't get here very much, so that makes a difference. There's not enough girls in either place. Always just a pile of guys. But yeah, the you know, world culture is pretty much evened everything out.
Yeah.
So you know, the shows are about the same, and the audience is about the same.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I saw one interview from you where you said that there's no American music anymore. It's like global music nowadays. I think it was greatly put.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been 60 years that American music's been coming to Europe and influencing European music and vice versa. So it's pretty much a global sound now.
Yeah. Everything's getting closer for the internet and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the internet's made a big difference.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah. How do you like that there's no more, the record companies are dying and the people are unloading stuff, and how do you like that?
Well, I've never been a fan of record companies, but I don't know that I'm a fan of you know, the streaming the music for nothing on the internet either. So it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
You get paid nothing on you know, what goes on Pandora and the other streaming lines.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Of course, you didn't get paid anything from the record companies either. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The rest of the guys went to make a sound check and put the lineup together on a stage to the Shamrock. Tell me a little bit about the band. You have a couple of originals still there, Bill and John and John Wyatt, Keith Wyatt. Yeah. Tell me a little bit those guys and touring with them. You have the original guys you've been touring ever since you started.
Yeah. Well, Bill and Johnny are, I grew up with, so I've known them all my life. So touring with them is pretty easy. And Keith's been playing in the Blasters for, God, 23 years. So he's, pretty much part of the family as well. And he's a great player, and everybody plays well together. So all is good.
Okay, yeah.
So you grew up in that small place, Downey.
Yeah. Bill and John and I did.
Yeah.
Keith's from Cincinnati or actually from Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
And from Washington, D.C. But he came out to the West Coast in the late 80s, lived in San Francisco for a while, and then moved down to Los Angeles. And, he played in a few great bands. He played a lot with James Infield, and he played in the Dime Bags with Gil T and Jerry Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Very good band.
Has Downey changed from your childhood?
Oh
a
yeah,
lot since then?
yeah. It's all kinds of foodie places now, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's changed quite a bit. But it's still home. I still hope to get back there
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to ask, when you was child in Downey, how did you get that rock and roll in your? How do you?
Well, I had David and I both, had cousins that were very influential. I had a cousin, Donna, who was a real rock and roll wild child from the 50s, and she would play us everything from Bo Diddley and Richie Valens and Muddy Waters, Jerry Lee Lewis. We got all Chuck Berry. We got all her records. Then I had another cousin, Mike, that was into the folk scene, and he's the one that turned me on to Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee. And yeah, I used to imitate Big Joe Turner for my cousin Don all the time. And Downey was sort of the banking district for the southeastern Los Angeles, and there were a lot of clubs there that a lot of the old jazz, rhythm and blues guys would come and play, and so we used to go and see them. The great pianist and arranger Lloyd Glenn played right around the corner from me, and Buddy Banks and Al Morgan. Al Morgan's one of the great jazz bass players. He was a great singer too. He's the guy that played the bass on Funny Reefer Man in the movie that International Hotel, and played with Duke Ellington and Louis Jordan, and so there was a lot of influences around there. We'd go see Big Joe Turner, T-Bone Walker, and Johnny Guitar Watson. They all played, within reach of Downey. And then there was a lot of country music in a place called Bell Gardens. They used to call it Billy Goat Acres. And so there was all the influences for American music were all around.
Okay, there's one thing I heard that you were just a teenager when you get on stage with Big Joe Turner.
Yeah, we used to back him up. The first guy I got on stage with was Eddie Cleanhead Vinson, and he and I hit it off because we were both into Big Bill Brunzi. And then met Joe Turner, and Joe Turner came down 2 weeks after we met. He came down that same night. I met Lee Allen, the great saxophone player who played with the Blasters. And 2 weeks later, they came down and played a gig with us, which, you know, we were doing a sound check, and we saw this Cadillac pull up, and Lee Allen and Joe Turner got out, and they came up and played with us. So it was fantastic, you know. And ever since then, we were, you know, they're good friends. The backup band backed up T-Bone Walker a lot, and you know, that was fantastic stuff.
Yeah, it's what a way to learn to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's been 40 years since the Blasters started. How come you still keep it going? What's the secret?
Stubbornness, blockheadedness. I don't know what the secret is, you know. T-Bone just used to say, you know, keep playing. And so we've sort of lived by that.
Yeah.
So we keep playing.
Yeah. We have on the plate next one of your friends that didn't make it, Nick Kern. Can you tell me any sweet memories about him?
Nick was the sweetest and the just the best guitar player that you could imagine. And when I met him, you know, we hit it off immediately, and after I don't know, maybe a year, he called me to come and do a song on his record with him.
Yeah.
Which I did, and which I think you probably got queued up.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You're a mathematician. Let's listen to it. Let's audience decide. Siinä oli Nick Kern, jo Mananmajoille mennyt ihan huippukitaristi. Phil Alvin kerkisi levyttämään kaverin kanssa tommosen biisin kuin Flying Blind, mikä on ihan törkeä hyvältä levyltä. Reform School Girl, joka tuossa muutama vuosi sitten pukattiin ulos. Ja kaveri on käynyt Suomessakin muutaman kerran, mutta enää ei käy, koska kuolema korjas. Mutta meillä on tosiaan Phil Alvin täällä studiossa vielä hetken aikaa, niin jutellaan Philin kanssa. Philillä on tänään keikka Shamrockissa The Blasters.
Sold out.
Sold out gig, eli loppuun myyty. Enää sinne ei pääse, mutta kaveri on täällä studiossa ja radion puolella ja nyt jutellaan vielä. I remember you had this funny story about one of our sports idols in Finland, Mr. Seppo Räty. Can you share it with us?
Oh, he was great. I had, when I was watching the Olympics, I don't know, was that I'm not sure what.
I think 88.
Yeah, probably 88. Yeah. And, he went up to throw the javelin and he stumbled and it fell and it just stuck right in the ground right in front of him. And, I felt bad for the guy. But then he came back and threw, I think, a world record the next time that he threw. So that told me of the Finnish spirit.
Yeah. This is the 4th time that the Blasters are playing in Finland, but for you 5th time because you came here with your brother also.
Yeah.
How do you like Finland? Do you have any fun memories here?
Yeah. When we were here earlier, there was still a lot of Russian mafia here.
Okay.
I remember one night standing at a little food stand trying to get some food after a gig, and this very beautiful girl walked up and started talking to me, and I was very receptive. She walked me back to the hotel, but there was this guy that was following us. And so finally I figured it out that, this was not just a friendly fan. And this guy was a big square-headed Russian.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I went into the hotel room, I said, "Oh, okay, good night." Man, did she give me hell. And then he started coming. I got into the hotel and escaped all of that with my sausage sandwich in my hand. The rest of the times in Finland, pretty much a blur.
Yeah.
I don't think we've. Oh yeah, we played in Turku.
Yeah.
That was another Finnish woman. This woman had come and was standing right in front of me. This guy came and elbowed her out. He kept elbowing her out. Finally, she just went bananas, went crazy, and just started banging the back of his head, just beating him down to the ground. And that also showed me the Finnish spirit.
Maybe it has something to do with vodka also.
Yeah.
The spirit.
Oh yeah, that was another. We played in Pitapudas.
Yeah, Saapasjalkarock.
Yeah, which was
87.
near Jyväskylä.
Yeah.
And we pulled out into this wild place, and all of a sudden 1,500 people came out of the woods, and they were all standing there. They were all drinking vodka. And when we finished our set, 750 of them walked off, and the other 750 were laying down. I remember when I was walking off stage, one girl, her boyfriend was vomiting, and he was laying on his back, and so she took some vodka, poured it in his mouth, shook his head, and poured it off to the side. and it was during the summer, so it was night all night, and we were staying in these trailer bungalows, and all night I kept hearing bam, 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 and I finally went and looked out the back door, and these two guys were just drunk as hell, just fighting and fighting and fighting. I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning and they were still there, still fighting. So I have great respect for the Finnish spirit.
Okay,
Watch
that
out.
was it real good? But I hope you have a good experience for Finland too. I hope.
Oh yeah, well I consider those to be good experiences.
Watch out tonight in Vantaa.
Yeah.
What's that?
Right here, Shamrock, where you're playing in Vantaa, might be crowded and rowdy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I expect it to be. Usually is in Finland. But
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any plans to make a new Blasters album?
Yeah, we're going to work on something
All right.
maybe in the springtime next year.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully that'll
You
Come to
own
fruition.
material and borrowed.
yeah,
And,
and some covers.
yeah. How do you pick your covers?
Well, you find ones that you like and that nobody's doing a lot of, so that's getting harder and harder, especially with the internet. But there's some out there still.
Yeah.
So
But
we'll get them.
how was it when you were young? You were record hunting with Bob Hyde and these guys, I heard.
Yeah.
How was it? What kind of places there were? Flea markets, or where did you
Well,
find
there were
the
flea
stuff?
markets. There were still old record stores that you could go
Oh yeah,
and find, store stock.
yeah,
I remember we found a place in Los Angeles, Dutton's TV repair. A lot of TV repair places used to
Oh,
have
yeah.
record stores in them. And we were finding brand new 78s, Jimmy Reed, and new LPs and 45s. And there was a famous place in Downey called Wenzel's Music Town that actually made the Downey label, which had a lot of surf tunes on it
Yeah,
and stuff. And, we would go by Wenzel's and buy records all the time from him. It was used record store too as well.
yeah.
So, yeah, going out with Bob Hyde was, he would let you go through a box first, and then he would go through it and pull all the records that you didn't know.
Yeah,
So that was all great stuff.
yeah. But Dave Alvin once told me about that Downey label, that the one surf that they couldn't sell, they gave it to the skeet mark and they shoot it down.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All the Wenzels are gone now. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Hyde tells a story about finding a guy that had a bunch of 20s blues records, but there was only a few of them left because he and his son were putting firecrackers in them and throwing them,
Oh, yeah.
watching them blow up.
Is there anything in the Blasters history that you would do different if you had chance? Now with respect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Never think about that.
Yeah.
Just go forward.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Keep on rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's like our radio station, Roll FM.
Yeah.
Okay. Tonight's gig was sold out quite quickly. It's in a one day. It's sold out.
Yes,
so
I heard.
we be waiting Blasters so much here in Finland, and great that you are here. You are touring a lot lately, so your set list must be living, and you change some songs. But Have you some surprises for tonight? Probably.
I don't know. Surprises for Finland, yes, but not anything in particular, no. You know.
Do you have new songs in a set list that we don't have heard? Probably.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
No problemas.
It's all new to us.
Yeah.
Let's listen to one song that you did with your brother also, but this is from your last Blasters record. Please, please, please. This is amazing. Let's listen to it.
Please, please.
Joo, valitettavasti vaikka niin kuinka anellaan, niin Phil Alvininkin on aika jättää meidät, vaikka mielellämme pidettäisiin hänet vaikka koko ilta tässä, mutta toi tupan täys Shamrock kyllä odottaa, että ne voisi olla
Phil
aika
have to leave,
kiukkuisia.
but we have more music here to come and later this evening in Shamrock. Blasters will rock. Yeah. Okay. We hope you have a nice and pleasant gig happening in Shamrock tonight.
It should be rocking.
Yeah.
House is rocking, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Thank you for your visiting, and we will continue.
Yeah, we'll keep on rocking also.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Let's listen to from your first album, The American Music, from Rollin' Rock Records. This is Blasters' American Music, where it all started.